kids are going to school. The kids are going to school. It's going to be a bit loud for a little bit, but that's just the kids. They got to go to school. Yo, I could have washed my face. I could have brushed my teeth. I could have done all that stuff. I didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. Because I'm tired. Tired because I slept, but tired because also, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? You know what time it is. They need to figure out something for child-free women. Because, I don't want to get rid of my fallopian tubes because, I don't know, that seems like a lot. But, I'm not trying to have kids, so, why do I still got to do this business? I know why I got to do this business because it's good for my body and blah, 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 blah. Hi, hello, what's Gucci, what's popping? It's your girl, Dréa. Welcome back to In My Heads. I'm PMSing so hard. I wish I could just be bleeding right now. I wish, that's the thing, as much as we're forced to do this shit, can I at least control it? I know I'm blessed. My cramps are minimal. I last 3 days. Welcome back to In My Heads. Did I say that? I don't know if I did. If I didn't, y'all, I wish I almost was on my couch. I almost set up the camera for me to be able to lay down on my couch. I thought that was a bit much. And it's really unfortunate that I don't feel great today because, oh my god, guys, I did my hair. My hair is cute. She's dude, my hair is cute. You guys are gonna see it next week. Today, I'm a cocoon. I'm a butterfly in the making. Okay, and I was gonna say, I wish we were allowed to at least control when it comes, and be able to control just a bunch of dude. I'm just so not having a good time. First of all, morning song of the day, because I think I need to introduce the song that gets in my head as soon as I wake up. I think this is the life of ADHD people or ADHD people. I know they say ADHD, but I myself am a self-diagnosed ADHD person. And this morning the song was, and it's just too hard, man. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kid but never stops. And it's just that part. And ran forever. I'm a survivor. That's all. Or it's really just a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids but never stops. And then that's just that repeating. That's been the song of the day in my head. That and the TikTok sound. That's another one. That's in my head. Your life has been so good. I do have to say, life has been good. Despite the PMSing and all that stuff, life has been really, really blessed. I have to say, it all stemmed from making this one decision that I still cannot talk about because it's still not yet completed. But making big decisions, and I was writing it in my journal. I was writing it and I was like, this big decision is the first step to me embarking on my journey of becoming my higher self. And I have to say, it's been really good. I have to say, it's been really nice. To claim it, it's really beautiful how manifesting I want to say has been for me. I've been on this journey, as you guys know, for 9 years. I've been embracing the gifts that I have that have been passed from lineage to lineage, and I am lucky enough to be one of the receiver in my family. And I know it's me, my cousin Bert, whether he knows it or not, but my grandma, my mom's mom, she was I love her so much. She's over there and I can see her. There's a beautiful orchid in front of her, but she's over there and she's always watching over me. And I'm just so blessed, But I have to say that manifesting throughout this entire time, I feel like a lot of it is obviously writing it down. Badu was not wrong. You know, you want to use a real crayon de plomb, which is a pen, right? Dude, English is so weird because why do you guys have a similar word to describe two completely different like pens, like pencil and pen? Why did you guys do that? Me, in French, at least it's really clear. T'as un stylo et t'as un crayon plomb. It couldn't be more different. What the fuck? What is wrong with English? Who like again? Do you understand what I say? Small brain language, English, because anybody can learn it, because it's so easy, you know. But anyways, using a real pen, right? Okay, Jesus Christ, I'm whoever, whatever it is, somebody's gonna tell me, but using a real pen is definitely real. I mean, being in a space of believing, at first it's weird, you know. Speaking to my angels was freaking weird, but not that much because I talk to myself all the time. Well, that was almost a sentence. And what the fudge is wrong with my glasses? Like, there's like sea moss. There is sea moss on my glasses. Like, but yeah, it's being in a space of faith and believing, and it's really so it's such a weird wild concept. At the end of the day, talking to your spirit, talking to your angels, it's just like talking to anybody. It's like I'm having a conversation with you right now. That's how I talk to them, but at least I address them and I know I'm talking to them. Me, my beautiful thing that I used to love doing, and oh my god, I miss it so much. There was this forest spot near my parents. As you guys know, at the beginning of this journey, you guys knew at my parents there was this beautiful section of nature that I used to love going to, and I had my tree, which I felt like was the tree. I mean, I would do all my rituals there. You know, I would do all my rituals there. I would hug the tree. We would talk. We would sit. We would chat. Like that. That was my girl. You know. And I felt like the energy of my grandpa was in that tree. I mean, that's how I felt. I was doing it at first to be getting more comfortable with it. My grandpa is with me at all time. You know, I believe that my grandpa and all my dad's dad and my mom's they're very much both always with me at all time. You know, like it's almost like I feel them sitting both next to me with like their arms around me, being like, yeah, we're always here. But yeah, it's a true blessing. It's something that you feel inside. It's still unspeakable. I am unable to describe, for me anyway. For me, it's all a feeling things. It's like, you know what it feels like because you feel the physical aspect of things, but imagine feeling that on a lower scale, but you know there's nobody there, but you still feel it, you know. The first times my grandma started making herself shown to me, I will never forget. I was doing the dishes and I felt her touch, and it's weird because my grandma only lived with us with a like very 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 little time, and during that time, I mean, she had her way of getting my attention by like just like touching me, because she didn't speak French and I didn't speak Kirundi, so obviously it was more of a feeling thing with me and her. And so I was doing the dishes one day and I felt her, and it was strange, but ever since, you know, it's one of those things that I feel so blessed to be able to have such connection to the other side. And I've always had, you know, it's something that I was never able to truly avoid. I think the first memory of it is obviously me talking to my grandparents, my grandpa especially, when I was like a baby child, like I was 3 or 4, and I remember that. I remember a lot of things from when I was 3 or 4. But there was the voices, dude, the voices. Sometimes I can, and it's still the same today, especially because I've asked Spirit to just give me more, in the sense that there was a time that I asked them to stop making me hear and feel so much because I was still trying to figure it out. And earliest memory was, I mean, when I had a Discman, in 7th grade. Oh my god. To the oh my god, I can't believe I have to do this disclaimer. If you're super young and you don't know what a Discman is, before MP3s, oh my god, this is insane. I'm actually having to say this right now. Before MP3s, before iPods, put a disc in a disc player that you can walk around with. Dude, I abused my Discman with Sean Paul Trinity album. Dude, that Trinity album, wow. Shout out to, was it Evelyn? Oh, yes, I think Evelyn got me that album. Yo, shout out to Evelyn. My Sean Paul Trinity album, I abused that girl. Like, abused that album. We be burning, not concerned, what nobody wanna say. We be yearning. And I actually believe that that album is what made me start to love wanting to be like a music producer, just like music, or just pure producing and like engineering, all that stuff. Because like the anyways, hey, not what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I had to have my Discman out all time because, and music playing out all time because of the voices. It's like I can be by myself and I can hear people having conversations around me, clairaudience. I hear people, like I hear voices all the time. Till this day, I do all the time. I mean, the layers of sounds in my head, if you guys want to know what it is, in the background, there's always a song playing, always. And then there's my thoughts. No, and then there's my own thoughts, and then there's the voices, and then there's spirit. That's how my brain hears right now, like at all time. The song is always gonna start. You see, right now it's "We Be Burning" because my fault. I did that to myself, but it's gonna be "We Be Burning." There's my own thoughts, and then there's the voices. I mean, right now there's not, and it's not always voices. You know, sometimes it can also be like hearing steps when there's nobody around, when there's nobody in the, like, you know, there's just a lot of things. And it's something that I was never able to escape. And then not only the voices, I still to this day see a lot. Okay, I don't see as much because again I blocked it off. Can I stop burping? Can I just have a conversation and not be burping? We be burping, not concerned, and what nobody wants to say. Okay, sorry. What I see, yo, that baby will never shut the up. And y'all, again, this is my birth control. This is again confirmation. I know the baby stage doesn't last a long time. Cough. That baby never shuts the up. It's always screaming. That kid throws tantrums, and I know why he throws tantrums, because he gets what he wants with those tantrums. It's insane. He almost popped a vein out of his tiny neck the way he was screaming the other day, and they just give it to him. Damn. Anyways, seeing shadows, seeing people, seeing figures, straight up seeing people, to be honest. Like, I as a kid, I asked to block that shit out so quick. I was like, I don't know why I'm seeing these people and I need to like not see them. And so it's only been recently that I kind of sat down with myself in spirit, that I told them that I'm okay to start reintroducing that again in my life. Like I feel like I have a better control, a better understanding, a better deeper knowledge of how to handle things and how to, oh my god, I thought they shaved his head. Of how to handle the gifts that I have. And actually I want to see, you know, what it is and what I can do and what's truly all the other gifts that I have, because I have control of like my biggest one, I want to say. I have control of that slightly, girl. I'm still working on it, because I don't want to be reading everybody's souls all the time, you know. Sometimes I want to just leave people be. So the way I do it, I just don't look at them in the eyes. So if one day I meet you and I don't know you and I don't look at you in the eyes, it's not because I don't want you, it's not because I'm uncomfortable, it's because I literally see your soul through your eyes. I see your entire life, your entire experience, what made you good, what made you bad. Like, I see everything. And I don't like to do that to people that I don't know. I don't know how to explain. Hey, I don't want to do that. That's your privacy. And I always tell people, I don't know, it's a way I feel like I'm invading people's privacy. And unless I know you and unless you're close to me, And unless I know we're cool, then I'll look at you in the eyes, and then what I see is what I see. I mean, I'm proud of myself that now I act on what I see right away, because I've seen some shit. I can say I've seen some killers in my life. I've made eye contact and I've spoken to them. I've worked with some of them. Like I've been around. Like they're everywhere, you know? And I think that, and I actually think that's also why personally for me, I am so intrigued when it comes to true crimes and all that, because like the fact that I can read people's souls through their eyes, and I think that I wanted to practice it with true crimes, because obviously and the way I explain to people and the way that I've told people that, hey, and PSA, if you know me, if you heard of me, if we're cool, if we somewhat talk, and you want to know something about somebody in your life, and you just got, give me a picture of them. Most recent is appreciated, so then I can see most recently how they're feeling, what's going on in their mind, and what the hell. I can do that. And I've done that for a lot of people, and I've helped a lot of people. And you know, maybe one day I'll accept money for it. It still feels weird, and I'm trying to find a way to use my gifts in a way where I'll indirectly get money for it, because still deep down inside of me, it feels weird to use my free gifts. Well, not free, girl. I worked hard. I tried surviving this life, girl. Oh, this was maybe I should make people pay. You know what? Maybe I should make people pay, because the shit that I've endured in this life, to be able to have the gifts that I have, to be able to possibly, you know, help the people that girl. So yeah, maybe I'll make people pay one day. But yeah, if you want to know if you should trust somebody or not, if whatever is the MO on somebody, like what's their deal, I'm your girl. Hit me up. I'll read in their eyes and I'll tell you what's up. But yeah, it's what I don't even know where this all started, but this all started with PMSing. I don't know how we got here, girl, but we were talking about manifesting. Oh yeah, I was talking about how life is so good, and how manifesting, I mean, I've seen it happen. It happens slowly. It's not something that happens right away. Certain things, yes, because they were never meant to be in your life. So if you ask for them to be gone, they'll be gone. But in terms of like manifesting new things, you don't manifest like material things, girl. It doesn't work like that. My best way for you to manifest is to manifest. You want to manifest? You want to manifest a way to be able to obtain certain things, like, or you know, I wanted to high key, I'll tell you guys, I've manifested just being happy with the way that I am. And I straight up wrote that I want to just be happy with who I am, because like I know I'm different. I know I'm special in so many ways. I know I'm meant for so much greatness. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know there's greatness meant for me, and I embody it. And I know that there's something so intriguing and special about me that will make people wary or apparently intimidated look at me. What are you intimidated about? This kind face? I've always known and felt these things so deeply. And you know how to explain that. I mean, let me form a sentence and make sense. Sometimes I look at my life and I think about how I respond to it. I think about how I've always y'all, being felt to be different. I felt it my entire life, but I've always found my people through it, and that's something that I thrive to keep doing, to keep moving through adversity, through what people think of me, through what I used to think of myself. But like today, it's like, what would higher self me do? And what higher self me does is realize that I am truly special, and I need to truly cherish that, and I need to truly hone on it. I need to really like get into them pants. I need to put the socks. I need to put the shoes. I need to put the shirt. I need to put the hat. I need to embody the whole thing. I need to buy the apartment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to be leave breathe it breathe it. Was I talking about something? Probably. I forgot. But yeah, we were talking about manifesting. We were talking about putting the pants, putting the shirt, putting the hats. I remember saying that. Embodying who I okay, yes. So what would higher self me do is what I've been trying to live by for a bit. And so this decision that I told y'all that I can't talk about because it's big and blah 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 because it's still not done, completed. Well, that was the first big decision that I was making for myself because I know I deserve more. Oh yeah, that's why I was talking about being special. I feel that I know that I'm special, and I feel that I know that there's more for me out there. Because I'm different, and because I'm myself, and because I'm so unique, and because I'm so out there, I know that. And after trying so hard to just be like the others, or for trying to live like the others, it just don't, and I am meant for me. It just doesn't work for me. You know, that 9 to 5 stuff ain't really for me. Like, especially in the way that I'm doing it right now, it's like so not for me. There's like thinking that it's not even just that. It's more of I know that because of my different unique ways, I know that because of that, it means that my life has its own different unique ways of being special, and I want to dive into that. I really do. I want to see how magical it can get. I want to see how beautiful it can be. I want to see how special it can be, because my life was never special. My life was never normal, you know. Even though I had a good childhood, I had to really think about that, because I had a good childhood in my home. It's just my childhood outside of the home was not that great, but I had a good childhood. And my parents are already different because they're first generation immigrant, but they're also different because they are themselves trying to do different than what their parents did. You know, the way they were brought up, they're trying to do different. So like, I mean, I think I've told you that I've told you guys that my parents used to make us rate them every year as parents. Since we were kids, they used to sit us at a table and ask us how they're doing as parents, and to give them a grade and how they could improve. Like, I don't hear other parents do that, especially African parents. I don't see African parents do that shit. So already right there, my life is not even is already abnormal because of the household that I grew up in. And then, you know, me being the special, beautiful, talented, one of a kind, like that girl. Like, they're gonna try to put your girl down, you know. And y'all don't understand. I've always had haters. I've had haters for as long as I remember. I have always had a group of people that just didn't fucking like me. Okay. Kindergarten. Kindergarten. Okay, some fucking stupid bitch. No, maybe not kindergarten, but definitely like first grade, second grade, I already started to have haters. Okay, third grade, I definitely started to have haters. And then and weirdly enough, I was just a nice girl. Yes, I'm weird. Okay, yeah, I'm special in my own ways. Yes, I'm also one of the only two dark-skinned well, one of the only, well, we were three black kids, two dark skin, and we were girls, and I was one of them. Okay, so like, and we went to it wasn't preppy, but I mean, it's a music and art school. What do you expect? Okay, there will be some fraîchier, as you call it so beautifully in Québécois, you know, un fraîchier là. Oh, and why do I remember his name? William. What was his last name? Dude, he had stupid square glasses. He was fucking blonde, and I'm pretty sure, like, I feel like his grandma or aunt was like one of the teachers in second grade. William, dude, that fucking kid, man. You know that kid in a cartoon that just like is the goody two shoe, like chubby, like little chubby with like wearing a cute belt with a shirt in his pants, like that basically has like the pen in the pocket, like like glasses, just like, are you sure we didn't get enough like homeworks? Like, nigga, yeah, we had one of those. William something. I wonder how he's doing. I wonder. That kid was a fucking asshole. I didn't like him at all. He was just annoying. But he was just annoying. Like, you want to know how much I had haters in my life? My fourth grade teacher was my biggest op. My fourth grade teacher was like my biggest hater. Louise, yo, I hope that bitch is dead. I hope she croaked. Like, yeah, you're gonna say that I'm mean. She used to bully me. And she used to bully a lot of kids, because I'm pretty sure there's a kid that peed in the class because she wouldn't let him leave. Like, Louise was just a tyrant, and she's the reason. Dude, she gave me, do you understand? Like, I'm actually not that bad in math, like, especially like quick math. Like, my brain can do that shit at like 2 seconds. Like, I'm pretty good. Okay, she made me hate math so much, and she was such a fucking hater. She gave me a D. If she could have given me an F, which we didn't have that back in Sherbrooke, back in those days, it was ABCD, like ABCD, and that's it, you know. That bitch gave me a fucking D, okay, in math. And she used to, dude, she was a she was an old rag. Fuck that bitch. But yeah, that was one of my biggest op. I hated her. There was the group of cool girls, you know, the group of cool girls. Why didn't like me? Don't, still to this day, don't get it. I was just a fun, nice girl. They just couldn't handle it, you know. And then I had my girls, you know, Evelyn and Clara, shout out. The homies, Laurence, shout out. So many of the homies. So many of the homies. You know, Rose used to be one of my homies. And then I made other weird friends that then I would hang out with them, and then I was like, maybe a bit too weird. But anyways, why am I talking about elementary school, y'all? Oh yeah, because I was talking about, and you know what, guys? Even back then, I still like would feel shit, because okay, so my elementary school, I was so old ass school. Like, I mean, it's a preppy school. It's an old ass school, like hundreds of years old. Like, I used to see shit in that basement, because in the basement, that's where we had our piano classes, that's where we had our violin classes, and then that's also where we had our dance classes. Y'all, I saw a lot of shit in that basement. Like, not like gross shit, but like ghost shit in that basement, like ghost activities, like being like, when it's, oh my god, so when we used to have end of year concerts where we would, okay, again, preppy music and art school. I hope I have the DVD somewhere. Maybe I don't, maybe somebody does. But we had end of year shows where each grade you'd have a music, you'd have like music, like you would have your instruments, you'd had a choir, a song, and then you had a dance. So each grades and 2-3 groups per grades had that shit. And like that we did that at like the big theater in Shabuk, like the big theater where they do like actual big theater shit. Like, and we learned how to be behind the scene, all that shit. Like, dude, elementary school was the shit. My god, shout out to my parents. Still laughing at my brother, he couldn't get in bed. But anyways, we used to do rehearsal in the gyms, especially when we used to rehearse like movements that we had to do throughout the show. So, and then at some point, I remember I had to go down there to get a new violin, or to get a new archet. I don't know what an archet is in English. You know, there's the violin and there's the thing they use to actually play the thing. I don't know what it is in English. Okay, it's an archet for me. And I had to go get a new one, and oh my god, this shit is so weird. But I remember I walked in the room where all the violin were, because they were all in little storage and they were like all little rectangles, so like you could get. And I remember I got into a room and I was looking for something, and like some notes, like staccato notes were, oh my god, what the fuck is the word? I don't know what things are in English today, but I would hear doom 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 doom. You know, when notes are played like that on a string instrument. Yeah, somebody was fucking doing that shit when everybody's upstairs in the gym practicing the shit. I'm down there, I'm hearing shit all the time. That, or it's really when I was by myself down there. It's never when there were other people. And you were gonna ask me, how many times were you alone down there? Pretty, like, a lot of time. Like, you know, when people are in class, or when you're trying to go pee and you're in the basement, like, you'll see some shit, you'll hear some shit. Like, I've seen figures like run, I've seen figures hide. Dude, I've seen so much shit. But all that shit used to scare me so much as a child. And I used to ask them to stop. I mean, I used to always have people hovering around my bed, you know, trying to talk to me and shit, and I'm trying to sleep. Like, it ain't good shit. And then my parents made me watch Signs. Not that they made me, but my parents, you know, bless their heart, they didn't know that watching Silence of the Lamb when I was 7 was probably not the best idea. It's okay, they didn't know. But we watched Signs. Sign is one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. I mean, I rewatched it recently. It's fine, okay? She's okay. She's a classic. But I do believe, though, that because of how my life works, I do believe that it was at a pertinent time that I watched that movie. Because a year or two later, I would have my own experiences, which said alien people. And again, whenever people ask about, am I okay? I think y'all are seeing it. My alien tattoo, my South Park alien tattoo. It's there for many reasons. I, for one, believe that I've been abducted as a child. And, you know, I haven't had that dream in a long time. And it's probably because I cracked the code. But I used to dream of being in this, like, room that, like, looked, and there were hallways, and I'm not wearing my glasses. And of course, and that's why sometimes I've believed that it was not a dream, and that it was mainly reality. Because what do you mean I'm awake but I don't have my glasses, so I can't see shit? It's all blurry, okay? But I vividly remember in that weird hallway that I'm walking, I passed this window, and I swear to you I could see Earth. You know, I swear to you I can see Earth. And obviously it's blurry because I don't have my glasses, but like, and then, I mean, I'll never forget what I believe is my abduction story, because I remember running around my house, like the house that I used to live in back in Shabuk, and I used to try to escape because they were trying to get me. And then we, on the top floor, which at the time I had my sister's room, and then she was in our old room, and my brother was in the basement. And so I must have been 8 or 9. I can't really remember, you guys. But I was running around my house trying to escape, and I, on the top floor, you have my stairs, go on the top floor, you could go right, and then when you go right, it was basically just like a little loft area. So like obviously it goes to a dead end, and then we had our slanted ceiling, so like that little loft area, slanted ceiling, and then in that corner there used to be either books or like just whatever was there, and when I was escaping from them, I remember getting into that corner and they circled me, and then there's a hand that started coming towards me like this, and then when I woke up, y'all, until this day I swear on whoever's life, okay, like that this is a real story. It's still creepy all to this day, but like from what I remember, after I see the hand up, dude, and that hand was, the fingers were so long, you guys, the fingers were so fucking long, and it was definitely a 5-finger hand, but them fingers were so goddamn long. Oh my fucking god. And then I woke up, because after I saw this, and if you're not on YouTube, you're unable to see what I'm showing you guys, okay? So I mean, it's in the description. Get on there. It's on. Hey, and when you're there, like the video. Like if you're on YouTube and you're watching right now, like the video, share it, whatever. After I did this, okay, after the alien is coming towards me, doing this with its long ass mother fudging fingers, I woke up in my bed on my stomach, and I felt the hand leave my back. And then I remember, as soon as I woke up, I ran to my mirror, and then I turned, and there was a long finger handprint on my back, like wet, moist. I will never forget. And then ever since that, I mean, I've done my own research on how to know if I've watched enough documentaries about like aliens and stuff, and so like I honestly am like 80% certain that it happened. I mean, with some of those proof are like electronics tend to up a lot around you, and queen of that happening, it happens often with me. And yeah, I couldn't tell you I'm pretty sure you're supposed to find somewhere where you have a weird scar and it feels weird there. I mean, I got so plenty of scars that feel weird, so like, hey, I don't know what to tell you there. But yeah, that's I don't even know why I'm talking about all of this, but childhood was cool, but weird. And again, because I've had such a weird life, there's no way that doing this regular people life shit is for me. It's just not. And I tried, and oh my god, that shit's been sucking the life out of me. It's been draining the life out of me. It's been just not that girl, it's just simply not. And let's see where it goes. Let's see where this takes me. I know in a year I'll be back in Montreal. You guys, I'm so excited to be back. Oh my god, I'll be back in Montreal. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Manifesting them in my life. But yeah, this is one of those things that I know I'm gonna be there. The how, who knows? I know it's gonna happen somehow, somewhere, somewhere. But I'm trying to take a leap of faith. I'm taking major leaps of faith, and I asked my cards to see if the energy that I need to keep being on the aligned path that I'm on. And it's all about trusting myself, having faith in spirit, and just knowing that I'm f***ing good, and that things are gonna be good, and that because I believe in the matching in my life, it's about to get fucking good. So I mean, shit. And all of this are things that I manifested, to get back to the point, because I can always keep a conversation on point. Yeah, manifesting got me everything. It got me here. It got me this podcast. It got me this beautiful honey, this beautiful sweetness in my heart called my man. And it got me being alive. It got me being on of the year, because that's just, it got me so many things. It got me where I am, everything that I have. So it's like, how can I not manifest better? How can I not manifest more? And it's all about the truth, trust, and the faith. And ever since I've had more faith into spirit, into myself, and into the magic in my life and the magic within me, girl. On this beautiful note, I want to do quiz of the day. It's going to be super easy. It's going to be super simple. I've been watching American Dad and I want to know which character I am. So we're going to do that in just a little bit for the quiz of the day. Is the quiz of the day. Is the quiz of the day. Is the quiz. Yeah. As a quiz. Did I already do it? Oh no, I made my man do it. Okay. Right. Okay, so today we're gonna do quiz to know which American father I am. I highly recommend to do it with me. I'm your girl. I always leave it in the comments. You don't even have to worry about finding it. I'm making it easy, baby. There are 13 questions today, so let's fucking do this. What is your opinion on America? I hate it. I love it. America is the greatest country in the world. It's alright. I'm not even from there. I'm not even from this planet. I just live here. I don't know. Girl, I'm not even from this planet. Babe. And I don't like it. What does your family think of you? They love me, but they're also probably disappointed in me. We have our moment, but we all love each other. I'm basically the glue of the family because they all bond over hating me. I'm the best family member. They all adore me. I don't think they like me, TBH. They may not like me and I may not like them, but they need me. I'm the baby and it must be protected. We have our moments, but we all love each other. Yeah. There's a hurricane. What do you do? Cry, evacuate like a sane person. It's not that bad. I'm staying home. I'm staying to protect any animals in the area. I evacuate like a sane person, babe. Alcohol and drugs, all of it. Yes, I need it to cope. I can't handle it. I'm literally a pothead. None for me. Alcohol, yes. Drug, no. Yeah, I'm literally a pothead. Sex? Question mark. That's question 5. Y'all, I need to be better at doing this shit. Question 5. Sex? Good if I could get some. Sure, why not? I love sex, all kinds of sex. No sex before marriage and only in the missionary position. Everyone in this target wants to have sex with me. I'm a baby. Sure, why not? Sure, okay. Do you have any friends? A close small group of friends. I have like one friend, maybe. I have 6 friends, but no one believes me and they live far away. I'm friends with imaginary people. I'm friends with my partner. I have lots of friends and all sorts of kinds too. Other times I'm despised. A close, small group of friends. Question 7. How physically strong are you? I'm trained in combat and firearms, so yes, I'm a massive baby. I can't even make a fist. Average. I can either be a weakling or dangerous murderess. There's no in between. I'm a badass woman. I talk a big game and I cannot fight at all. Not very, but I'm good with a knife. I'm a badass woman. I am. I'll tear your tongue out of your mouth and then I'll rip your ear off by jumping down while holding it. Okay. Question 8. What would you do while in space? Well, babe, I've already been. Plant chia seeds on the moon. Listen to Ace of Base attempt murder. Try to find a way back to Earth and end up getting dissected. Fart. Avoid getting murdered. Get trapped in a spaceship. Washer dryer. Start walking around in all your crop top and pancakes. What would you do while chia pet seeds on the moon sounds fun. Either that or fart. So I'm gonna do the chia pet seeds. It sounds fun. Do you like sports? I like basketball. I like basketball. I try to do sports to please my father, but I hate it and I suck at it. Sports are everything. I like to ski and swim. All I do is get high. Could that be a sport? I need someone to be my squash partner. It's really hard with like these choices, I gotta say. I'll just put I like basketball because none of the other answers are great for me. What's your sexuality? Bi-curious, fey, pansexual, alcoholic, non-human, questionable at best, $20, straight but prominent, LGBT plus ally, straight except for that one time, anyone please. I mean, I've always said, well, not I've always said, but I've always felt like I can say women are pretty and hot. I wouldn't date one, but like on a good drunk, night, I could let one eat my cooch if my eyes are closed. You know what I mean? Would that be considered bi-curious? What would you say? Tio, also, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. If I'm asking my boyfriend right now. If I am somebody that I can say that women are hot, but I wouldn't date them. But like on a drunk night, I could let one eat my cooch if my eyes are closed. Would that be considered bi-curious?
I feel like the fact that you think you need to be drunk and close your eyes.
Well, it's not that I need to be drunk and close my eyes, but it's one of those that like I've seen some masculine lesbian that I could be like, you're hot, but that's because you look like a dude, but you're still hot, and I know you're a woman.
I guess it could be.
Will we put that as bi? Okay, we'll put bi-curious, guys. We're gonna put bi-curious because I don't know what else to answer. Okay, thank you. And then my screen recording stopped. Come on. All right, we're gonna put bi-curious. Question 11. You're trapped with a recently deceased person and you have no food and you don't know when and if someone is coming to rescue you. Do you eat a dead body? Girl, no. If that's what it takes to survive, then yes. Why not? I've eaten worse. I'll wait as long as possible until hunger overcomes me, and then I'll say, "F it, let's eat it." No, unless they're an organ donor, then I will not. Then I'll reluctantly eat them. I don't give a fuck. Sure, I eat trash. AKA, yes, I'm the recently deceased person. I'll wait as long as possible until hunger overcomes me, and then I'll say fuck it. But like, no. Question 12. Your opinion on the laws. Any arrests? I'm wanted in at least one state. I'm a lifelong good boy. I love the law. Oh, I break all the laws and all the rules. Fuck the police. I'm actually really afraid to get in trouble. The law is an oppressive regime. I've done time. Fuck the police. I'm actually really afraid to get in trouble. Yeah. Okay, lastly, pick a quote I say on the daily. Saying is Nutri-Grain bar and a Mountain Dew. Nutri-Grain bar and a Mountain Dew. Get in the sewer. Okay, I'm gonna level with you, Steve. I need your help, both financially and just to get out of the sewer. I remember you all laughed when I threw out of a quarterback's mouth. We didn't laugh. Die. The entire Julia Robert episode. Rogu loves daddy. I want a son to carry on my legacy, my Subaru legacy. Francine, what are you doing? Sewing? No, you're not. You have things on your boob. A sewing machine? No. Winner, weed for dinner. I think we all know which one. We all know which one I'm going to pick. Winner, weed for dinner. Who am I? Okay. Obviously, I like Roger. I would hate to be the dad. Oh! Somebody told me that I would be Francine, and guess what? I'm Francine. The light of my life, the apple of my eye, the dumb of my ass. Ouch. You have major mental issues you need to work through, along with that crippling alcoholism and addiction. You know what? I take that in the face, and high-key, I took care of that because that's why I'm doing my sober year. You know, and to give a good little update on that, I've discovered that I truly would rather be a social drinker, and I'm proud to say that. But anyways, stop drinking drain cleaner. Ouch. You're too hot and you're probably way out of your partner's league. Yikes. You're a good person, but you're highly questionable. Sure. Your morals are all over the fucking map. I do not want to get on your bad side. I know that's fucking right. You never want to be on my bad side because I'll fuck you up. You know, I have no problem to bash your head into a fucking wall, you know. No fucking problem with that if I have to do so, vibes. But anyways, guys, thank you for listening today. I love you guys so much. I missed this. Last week I just didn't feel like it. And my hair looked like shit. And I was still going through a lot. And I just didn't feel like doing it. So, you know, this podcast comes when it comes. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to give you guys a, like, steady schedule. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And it's going to be great. And you're going to love it. And you're going to love it. And you're going to like the video. And you're going to subscribe. Okay? And always remember and never forget, self-awareness is the key to be a good person to yourself and other people and things. Repeat after me. Self-awareness is the key to be a good person to yourself and others. Self-awareness is the key to be a good person to yourself, and others. Okay, so thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Bye.